Sorry for not posting a video in a while. I know I've been promising and promising, but you know, life caught up to me and got a bit in the way. So why not better off starting now? So if you haven't, I'll just first start off with a couple of announcements. So there are two big ones. First is I have released a new blog called CassandraVictoria.com. You can go check it out. You can follow it as well, so why not get on board with that? And, you know, I'll be doing more of a lifestyle approach with the whole blogging, but, you know, also still including my health and fitness and discussing other personal issues that might be going on within my life. Second big announcement is I have released one of my ebooks. It's called the Kickstart Plan version 2.0. This is almost like the following on to the first initial ebook I released earlier in the year. So yeah, you can jump on there. The link is on my blog and on my Instagram at CassVictoria. But I'll also put the details down in the description box below. Alright, so for this video today, I'm going to be talking about holistic living. This lifestyle approach has helped me dramatically with my life, not just physically but mentally. So for the people who don't know, I do live with an anxiety disorder. I got diagnosed with this last December. And because of this, I did some research and I learned a lot about living holistically, and I thought I'd give it a try because it sounded really amazing and I fell in love with it. It's helped me so much. My mental health is so much clearer, so much better. My anxiety isn't as bad as it used to be. Like, I don't shake, I don't get sick. But anyway, you know, it's a fantastic lifestyle and I do recommend it. But consult your doctor before you do that. I did that and he went on board with me. And I did trial it out beforehand, so I went with my body's reaction to it and my body reacted well. Anyway, so I thought I'd answer 3 big questions that I usually get either off my Tumblr or off my email about what living holistically means. So there are a lot of concepts and ideas, definitions and all of that out there at the moment on the internet about it, and I thought I'd give you my one. It's like 3 definitions all rolled into one, and that's just the way that I live by, you know, by living holistically. So I did do an article about this on my blog as well, CassandraVictoria.com/holistic-living. It's got, I'll be basically doing a debrief of what I've written up there. So yeah, if you want to check out the full length, you can jump on that link. I'll also link it below. So first big question, obvious question, what is it to be living a holistic lifestyle? So holistic living is based mainly around the concept of eating foods consciously to help promote vibrant physical and mental health, you know, while supporting your insides like your immune system to help prevent diseases, which is a very big thing because there are a lot of diseases out there at the moment which can be stopped by what you put inside your food. So, sorry, inside your body. Oh, silly me. Anyway, Cass is back with her awkward videos. So if there is anything that I have noticed within the past nearly year by eating according to this lifestyle, I have noticed I don't get as sick as much and I'm not at the doctors as much as I used to be. Now, don't get me wrong, when I first started losing weight, I wasn't living a holistic lifestyle. I was just eating according to what I knew, what research I did, what the nutritionist had told me whilst I was younger and visiting the children's hospital. But and like I wasn't getting as sick then as I used to as well, but comparing it to now, I might just go to the doctors maybe 2 or 3 times a year according to maybe the 4 or 5 times I would used to go. Or, you know, I've noticed a decrease in my flus and decrease in colds. Like, I'm pretty sure I went this winter without getting a flu or a cold, which is a bit of a record for me, especially according to when I was bigger and I used to get sick really, really easily. But anyway, but it has improved my anxiety disorder so much. Like I mentioned before, like I don't get sick, I don't get shakes. Even though I do take natural supplements to help with my anxiety, I don't take them as regularly as I used to when I first got it. which has been really, really good, which means that within the long term, my body won't be as reliant on these type of supplements. And these supplements were recommended by my doctor. So if you do have an anxiety disorder and if you're looking for a natural substitute for the medicines you might be taking now, I would go speak to your health practitioner. So holistic living is also like about finding a natural, healthy balance within your life. You know, it's about finding a balance within ourselves and the environment, and, you know, respecting and understanding that everything that we do and everything that we are is interconnected. It's, you know, it's about being mindful about decision making and knowing that whatever you do is going to have a consequence, you know, and it's about taking responsibility about all the actions that we do within our everyday life, you know, just as I mentioned, because there is a consequence to everything that you do, whether it's good or bad, you know, either way, a consequence is a consequence, you know. It's about channeling your mind, your spirit, your body, all of this type of stuff. You know, it all interacts with each other. Like, I noticed that one thing that has become of me becoming holistic is that I am a little bit more connected with my body. I go by my feelings. I go by my, you know, my intuition and all this type of stuff a little bit more than what I used to. Like, I've trusted myself so much more, which is fantastic because I never had that type of relationship with my body or my mind, to be honest. So the second big question that I get is, like, what are some nutritional guidelines that come with eating holistically? It's pretty basic, you know. It's not like a diet or a fad where you can't eat certain foods. Rather, it's just about watching what you're putting into your body, you know, so you're feeling good in the long run about yourself. Like, it's about eating consciously. Like, I like to eat foods that make me feel good within the long run without excluding foods that I enjoy, like, you know, chocolate and chips and all this type of stuff. Like, I still eat those foods, but I just don't eat them a lot. So, some basic guidelines is, it basically goes in accordance to what other nutritional guidelines are out there at the moment, but they're a bit more going onto the organic, natural side of things. So, drinking at least 8 glasses of water to keep you dehydrated, because dehydration can interfere with your natural digestive processes within the body. And that's a really, really big thing. Like, you know, you'll notice that you'll be able to go to the toilet easier, you won't feel as clogged up, you won't feel as irritable as well. So that's a really, really big thing. Another one is choosing organic foods as much as you possibly can and avoiding GMOs, so genetically modified foods. So try to eat fresh, organic, fresh food and fruit and vegetables. You know, it does have better value in money, and it doesn't contain any added preservatives and additives. So that's a really, really big thing. Another one is when you're eating, like buying fresh breads or pastas, rice, cereals and all of that, try and choose whole grains. They provide more nutritional value, like in nutrients and fiber. So, you know, you'll feel more fuller when you eat these types of foods. You notice you won't be as hungry compared to when you're like eating the type of like white breads. You know, eat your essential fatty acids. They're vital for good health, but eat them within moderation, you know. Don't go out there and just start stashing a whole bunch of fats into your body, because, you know, moderation is key. Too much of anything isn't good for your body. One thing that I believe is that when I eat more raw foods, I feel better about myself. So, you know, having maybe 1 raw meal a day or 1 or 2 raw meals a week, that it provides a lot of values within nutrients and activating the natural enzymes within the fruit and vegetables. For example, smoothies. I tend to have a lot of smoothies, like for breakfast. I don't know about you guys, but if you put some frozen bananas, almond milk, some berries. I use Sun Warrior vegan chocolate protein powder. It's really, really good. Some ice, blend it all together. There you go. There's a bit of a raw meal there for you. You can also use like, I love like lettuce tacos with avocado and tomatoes diced up. Really good, with some fruit on the side, really good. I have a lot of ideas on my Instagram, so if you want to check out my Instagram for some recipes and ideas, there are heaps there. Also try and get a variety of foods within your diet, you know, nutrient-rich foods. So, you know, like I said, the fatty oils, like the essential fatty acids like avocados and cold-pressed virgin oil is really, really, really good for you. So foods to avoid, like I said, avoiding food isn't exactly a good thing because you're going to restrict yourself, and restricting can equal to bigger issues within the long run. So it can affect your mental health, it can lead to binging. It's not very healthy for you. Or your relationship between food should be healthy, but it shouldn't be taking over your entire life. That's one thing as I see it. But yeah, some things you might want to consider moderating, like is refined sugars, like corn syrup and artificial sweeteners. Moderating your salt intake, so substitute salt for like sea salt, for example. That's a really good substitute. Limit the amount of coffees you have. Now, I struggle with that every single day, but you know, what's life without a good challenge? I struggle really hard with that one. So limit, like I said before, your GMOs as well, genetically modified foods. So, but don't deprive yourself. You know, what's life without having some fun? You know, it's alright to eat a pizza every now and again. I know I do that. Pizza's good. It's good for your soul. So, personally, I don't eat meat, like a lot of meats. Like I eat every now and again chicken and fish, but I don't like beef. My body doesn't react well to it anymore. I tend to get sick. I feel really, really heavy, so I tend not to eat it. I do prefer eating more fruit and vegetables, like I said, more raw. But in saying that, like I said, I do eat a lot of like tofu, legumes and all this type of stuff. And if I really, really have to, I'll eat eggs and chicken and fish when I feel like my body is like lacking or deprived in something, so I'll eat that. But I do take a lot of like supplements like omega-3s and iron tablets. Now, like I said before, if you were going to try or start a new way of living, you should consult your doctor or healthcare practitioner, because it is a big thing. I spoke to my doctor about it, and I've done a lot of blood tests in this past year to make sure that my body is definitely reacting properly to it, and I've noticed a lot of changes. Like I said, also mental health, my anxiety is so much better. You know, I feel a lot more better about myself. My confidence is up. I've been able to trust myself more. It's good. It's a lovely lifestyle. But like I said, sometimes it's not for everyone, hence to why you should trial it out if you really want to. But anyway, I'll leave it there because this is pretty long. But yeah, if you have any questions, you can email me, ask them below. You can look at my blog, and there's a lot of information out there, and there will be more added there along the way. So yeah, don't forget to enter the giveaway and the competition so you can get some free stuff. Alright, see you guys.